Good morning. My name is Umberto Mucci. Today is April 8th, the 30th day of Italy on lockdown. This is with the ItaliaNews, a daily video broadcast that tries to explain you what's happening in Italy under lockdown on coronavirus crisis and hopefully gives you some news about Italy and what could happen in the United States, which are at least 11 or 12 days behind us in this crisis. Let's talk about the numbers. Today we have good news. Now, yesterday the number of positive cases that we know of was 94,667. 24,392 patients have recovered. 17,127 died of coronavirus. Now, the first good news is that the growth of the rate of new positive cases keeps decreasing. It is going down. Also, for the fourth consecutive day, the number of admissions in intensive care units also is going down. Yesterday, there were 3,792 patients in the ICU. Yesterday, for the first time in a month, the increase in the number of those who are currently positive fell below 1,000. The number of actual positive cases is still increasing, but it is slowing down in its rise. And yesterday, just 1,000 more cases. We had just 1,000 more cases. Also, for the first time since the beginning of the infection, this number is lower than the daily number of cured. Yesterday, almost twice as much as the new increase of the positive cases. Another good news is that the number of new cases registered was not so low since March 13. But then the number of daily swabs was a third of what it was yesterday. Now, of course, the more swabs you do, the more it's possible that you will find positive cases. If you have the same number of positive cases with the triple number of swabs, this means that it is going well and in the right direction. In addition, the percentage of new cases out of the total number of swabs carried out yesterday fell below 10%. Less than 1 in 10 swabs was positive. The last time this happened was on February 28, but with the number of swabs it was 1/10 of yesterday's number. This is another very good news. You can understand why. The latest good news I'm going to give you, it is a symbolic one, but I like to give you a symbolic good news. For the first time since the beginning of the contagion, there is one region in Italy that has no new daily contagion. None, not even one. It is Molise, which is the last infected region, and it has only 224 cases. But this is another good news, and we hope that every day will give a news like this with regions that had more infected than Molise. Molise is the first. Now, the daily number of fellow Italians who died continues to be terrible, and yesterday the number was 604. It is a too high number, even if lower than the day before. Let's hope that this number keeps going down too. Now, the statistic experts are telling us that unfortunately we are expected to have at the end of this crisis at least 20,000 dead, hoping to stop before we reach 25,000. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible number. As for the total number of contagions, which sums the current positive numbers plus the people who are healed and people who died, which today this number is 135,000. Forecasts say that we could stop between 150,000 and 180,000 total final contagions. Italy is now third in the number of total contagions. The United States is first and Spain is second. They also expect the contagions to zero in the first 10 days of May, let's hope so, or at the latest by the middle of the month of May. Finally, the statistics expected that the positive curve may begin to fall by the end of this week, or maybe earlier. The positive curve is now still increasing, but as I told you, it is slowing down in its increase, in its rise. Let's hope that soon before Easter, it starts to go down, to fall. This would be a wonderful news. Now, hope in the fight against coronavirus comes from ozone therapy. The trial officially started in Rome. Ozone has the ability to reduce the pulmonary inflammation that this disease causes in patients. 200 milliliters of blood are taken from the coronavirus patient with ozone therapy, and this blood is then ozonized with a special machine and then finally re-injected. This is another wonderful innovation that Italy is giving to the world, in fighting this horrendous, nasty virus. Yesterday I was telling you about the Italian bureaucracy. Today there is a new statistics that explains very well the madness of this Italian evil. If you add up all the regulations issued by all levels of Italian bureaucracy, only about what the Italians have to do during the lockdown, just about the lockdown, you have 40,000 of them from the 8,000 municipalities, 339 from the 20 regions, and 228 regulations from the government. They pile up on top of each day after day, and really we don't know who to listen and what to do, because there are too many. One thing that is not about bureaucracy at all is your donations to the Spallanzani Hospital. They go straight to the hospital. There is no bureaucracy. We raised 27,335 euros from 282 wonderful donors. I want to thank all of them. And once again, I want to stress, please don't stop donating. Please don't stop giving to Italy. Please share this news, share the description of this video, which has the link for the donation, for the fundraising to the Spallanzani Hospital. This is what you can do for Italy. No sum is too small, no sum is too high. Please help Italy. I'll see you tomorrow. This is with ItaliaNews from Italy on lockdown. We had good news today. Please stay safe. Ciao from Rome.